right on through high school and really on into your latter years of being in the workforce, if that's the way it turns out for you in particular. But I think those are the most important skills to have. Obviously, there are specific, more technical skills that industry may want you to have, but I believe that the ones that are tried and true are for those folks that can help us get to the next level of solving things, get to the next level of being creative, move a company from a static position to one that is more dynamic and changeable. So I think those are great skill sets for anyone in high school to focus on that will serve him or her very well.
If those are the skills, what should we do in terms of learning activities throughout the high school program in order to foster this skills?
Well, I believe that the classroom experience has to change, and there's two ways to do that. One is to make sure that the teachers understand that so that they can build certain things in the curriculum to be able to measure how students will learn things like working in a group, teamwork, leadership, and to have those things very applicable to an individual circumstance. So I think women perceive leadership activity different than men do by socialization. Some women believe that as young girls they shouldn't be raising their hand first or speaking first. And on the contrary, you have some boys that grow up and they believe that because they're going to be a man and they need to be there first, they have their idea is the right one. Those are the things that teachers need to learn how to manage those classroom dynamics so that everyone has an opportunity to develop as a leader. And to build things into project-based learning activities so students can work in groups of diverse individuals and they are in turn learning how to lead groups of people that are different than them or her. That really is about the future of work. I don't care where you are in the world. If you want to work with people, you must learn about people, and then you can apply your skill set to that. But first and foremost is understanding the people that you need to work with.
Thank you. I would also want to ask you, how much do you think that the graduate of the future, let's say in 2 or 5 or 10 years, at the high school level, would like to go to the university or just have training competencies?
So I think that's an interesting question because I think we're at a point now where people are starting to say having a college degree is valuable. However, it's costing them more money, it's costing them more time, and that's even if they have access to getting a college degree. But one thing they can do is learn a particular skill set or trade, and one that is marketable through a number of different industry sectors, and one that is also sustainable in terms of reskilling and training to be ready for that next level of work. I think the world has become much more, as they always say, flat, and that we're able to connect with one another. You're interviewing me now with the cell phone. That wouldn't have been possible several decades ago, and able to take that information and share it. We didn't have access to be able to do those things, but people created these products, and people need to understand how to use them and the power in that. And so I think people are learning that with less money, they can learn a skill that is more focused and valuable in a specific industry, and therefore they can get to work, and they can get to work more importantly at a livable wage, not at a wage that keeps them living below poverty or unable to have that economic or social mobility that most people dream of and want. Everybody wants to be able to be independent and to earn a living. Roll up your sleeves and do something at the end of the day. You have sore muscles because you worked hard and you earned your paycheck. I don't think anybody will argue with that opportunity if they had it. And so I believe that the future of, if you're talking to high school students or students coming through and thinking about college, it is yes, go to college, but really understand what it is that you want to get out of it. Own the experience. Don't just sign up, get through it, and get your paper stamp. Know what you want to learn, know why you want to learn, and how you're going to apply that in your work. And talk to people who are doing things that you want to do, and build your skill set around that particular area of profession.
Do you think that having an online high school provides particular skills for the workforce?
Online, people are moving things to online, but I believe that gives access. But I think there should be something more like a hybrid model where they do have some face-to-face contact. We talk about virtual reality, augmented reality, online distance education and learning, but you still have to have the person contact and the people contact are really important. So I believe in you can learn material and even some technical skills online where even your laboratory work can be done there if you're going in the medical profession or biological or chemistry profession. But you still have to have the people contact. And so I'm a strong proponent for doing both if you can in the best way that you can. So maybe you don't have to go to a physical academic location 5 days a week. Maybe you go 1 day a week. Maybe you go 1 day every other week. But you have to have some person-to-person contact.
Okay. How soon should a youngster or an adult who hasn't finished his high school go into having a resume or connecting to LinkedIn or things like that?
I think as soon as possible. It's good. There are skills that young people are learning, whether it is counting money, whether it is babysitting, whatever they're doing, they should be able to document the skill set that they are learning. And one, it empowers them so that they feel like they actually know something when they get to a certain point in their life. Two is teaching them how to be able to document and journal, what you've done with all the different types of jobs that you've had. Did you lead a team? Were you the captain of something? Were you on the debate club in school? Do you need to be on the debate club in school to learn, communication skills, how to argue with people respectfully? There's a lot of different things that young people need to be doing to prepare themselves for the future work, and they can be doing it. They can use their cell phones, to do things like that if they have access to it. But I think more importantly, the exercise of being able to document who you are, what you know, and what you can do as early an age as possible is going to be beneficial.
And for example, taking books as a form of knowing more, how soon should they do it?
Well, I think as soon as they're able to, one, sit still long enough to listen to a lecture, to be able to sort of retain the information and learn it. But I think whenever one is ready, I can't say for sure if it's 5 years old, if it's 10 years old, if it's a teenager. But I think a little bit of learning all the time is good. And I would actually substitute that and make sure they're just reading a book. In some ways, stories that helped him to get reading comprehension and do things. I wouldn't necessarily recommend a move to a self-paced learning module for an 8th grader, for instance. There's still a lot of fun to be had in life, and I think that goes a long way. We talked a little bit about skills. The art of play and imagination can't be overlooked in terms of its value long term.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cliff Berlin. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you.